Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Go Figure Customs YouTube page. I got a lot of comments yesterday on the new avatar toy that I got for a custom. A lot of people hadn't seen that before, so I thought I probably ought to do a quick unboxing and review of the thing so people can get a better look at it and decide if they want it for themselves or if they want it for a custom. So I stuck it back in the box because I still hadn't thrown the box away yet. So here's what it looks like in the box. It is the Set Ops, C-E-T Ops. I don't know what that means. Haven't seen Avatar 2 yet, so who knows. Crabsuit. It's by McFarlane Toys. The only place that I know has it for sure is Target and Amazon. I got mine off Amazon. The retail is 40 bucks at this point in time. I would assume these will probably go on clearance at some point in time. I don't see these selling out, but box is pretty cool. Real nice window box. Some real cool pictures of the vehicle on the back. It does not come with the figure. And then just kind of some art on the side there, getting the reflection of the sun there. Art on the side, window box on the top, nothing on the bottom. Of course, I've already opened it, but I just wanted to show you what it looked like in the box. So, I'll throw that away later. So this thing's pretty cool, actually. I really dig it. I got it for a custom. I saw this and immediately had an idea for it, which I probably will never finish because I never finish vehicle customs. I've started like 4 vehicle customs in the last year or two, and I finished 2 of them. So I'm not real optimistic that I will get this one finished, but we'll see. So anyway, it's got 4 articulated legs and then 2 articulated arms. The fingers I thought were articulated, but I don't believe that they are. There's a joint in the wrist to go up and down. I don't know if it rotates. It doesn't look like it rotates. I haven't really had a chance to look at this, quite honestly. The sculpting is very nice, I have to say, just as an aside. Double jointed elbow there. It does not, or no, single jointed elbow, sorry. Does not rotate. And then a ball joint up in the arm there. And you can hear those ratchet joints, so it'll hold the position of whatever you put it in. This thing's actually pretty freaking sturdy. That's one of the reasons I really dig this thing, is this thing's built to take some punishment. So the playability is of course one of the things that I always review, and man, yeah, this thing's got a lot of playability. You can see the joints for the legs up underneath. It rotates side to side, and then there's one for that. And then, so the legs fold up underneath, and then there's the little like grabber leg thing moves too. And then the fan there's a fan blade in the back, which spins. On the top, you've got a hatch that opens, and then the whole canopy opens. So, of course, the big question is it 1/18 scale? Oh, and then there's a control bar in there. I'm not really sure how somebody's supposed to sit in there, because I've seen people like lay the figure in there or sit them up, but I thought I had a figure set aside just specifically for this, and I don't. So hang on just a second, let's take a look at that. So got a Cobra eel here. I'm gonna take his backpack and his good old communication headset on him there in the M4. So I'm gonna take his gear off for a second here. And then open the canopy, and the canopy stays pretty closed very nicely. So it looks like it's kind of a seat. In there, so not really sure how he's supposed to sit in there. It says first time I'm kind of dealing with it here. But I mean, yeah, so a 4-inch figure fits in there just fine. However, I don't know how it's really supposed to sit in there, but it does. You can put a 4-inch figure in there. I might redesign the interior a bit to, I don't know. Anyway, but you can see him sitting in there. So yes, a 4-inch figure will fit in there just fine. You might even be able to get 2 actually. Let's see here. No action features, no spring-loaded weapons on this. No accessories with it. Again, no figure comes with it. But the playability is fantastic, I think. I think it's really nice. So yeah, I kind of got him on his knees there, and he fits in there just fine, like that. And then could open the hatch. The hatch is kind of hard to open from the outside. I just push it out like that. And then I have a custom that I've been like half-heartedly working on here. So I'm going to use him as a so yeah, you can get more or less 2 figures. It might be tight to get 2 figures in it closed, but for playability, yeah, you can have 2 figures in there. So box, 3 things, always review. The box is pretty cool. I don't know what the like collectability of Avatar stuff is. I remember this stuff kind of peg-warming from the first movie, but then people wanted that amp suit, and then they wanted that, it was, I don't remember what kind of like flying thing. I had that at one point in time. I got rid of that a long time ago, and I can't remember the name of it, but people customized those. It was kind of like the Ghost Hawk. But I wasn't a big fan of the amp suit. I mean, I love mechs, but it didn't do anything for me. I don't think I ever picked that one up. I think they are re-releasing. I think McFarlane is doing an amp suit, and I think it is 1/18 scale, or there is one at least. I haven't looked for it. I'm not planning on getting it. I don't like the appearance of it. I got a couple friends they like mechs as much as I do, and they are more in tune to that particular one, but not me, not my thing. So yeah, I don't know what the collectability of this is going to be down the road. If you're getting this like to keep it in the box, the packaging is really cool. It does look really nice in the box. If you're a huge Avatar fan and want to keep it in the box, I can dig that. But playability, this thing's great. It's really, really sturdy. You give this to your kids. I don't see them breaking it. Even the like control stick in there is kind of a softer plastic, and it doesn't seem like that's going to bust out of there. And that's the only thing that I could see breaking at some point in time is that control stick. And then of course, customizability. I think there's a lot of potential for this. You could glue all kinds of greebles or weapons into this. Like, I don't think I have anything sitting here. I was going to see if I had it. Yes, I do. So like a minigun. So you get a couple of like, I think there's supposed to be like lights. So you could Dremel that out and then put some minigun barrels in there, which is probably what I will do. Or like torpedo, you take some like a couple of spring-loaded, like the torpedoes from the Battle Core spring-loaded thing, Dremel that out, and then just set it in there to make it look like a torpedo. I think that would be a pretty cool addition. I'm looking to see if there's a place that I could put like torpedoes from the Moray, the Cobra Moray, but I think they're too big. I would like to add some torpedoes to this thing, but I don't know where I'm gonna do that, or if I will do it. So that's kind of the only downside for me, is there's not a lot of weapons and not a lot of room to add weapons. And I guess Izzy's going to join us here. Hello, Isabel. Nice to see you. And Alice is down here as well. So the girls are wondering what's going on. But the customizability looks pretty good. My only like really big concern on this is on the joints in the arms. Right here at my finger, you can see it's bright frickin' yellow. I don't know how well ratchet joints are going to take primer and paint, so I'm a little concerned about that. Thinking about maybe getting some etching primer in there to see if it will eat into the plastic a little bit, and then paint it, and then just pose it afterwards. I don't know that there's going to be a lot of playability with the joints. I'm worried about paint rubs from once I get it painted. Oh, hush. Yes, apparently Izzy's worried about paint rubs as well. That's about the only place that I'm really worried about paint rubs, because the rest of the joints are black, and I pretty much plan on keeping the rest of the joints black as it was. My plan for this is I'm going to do this in Cobra Eel colors. So I'm gonna mask it, prime it, mask it, and do it in gray, maroon, and black. I haven't decided how I'm gonna do that just yet, but that's the plan, and then we'll see how that goes from there. I was also thinking about maybe getting a couple of Hydro Viper backpacks, beater backpacks, and then gluing them as greebles onto the body, but there's not a lot of room for extra stuff, so that might interfere with how the legs set. But yeah, I haven't quite decided 100% what I'm going to do with this, but definitely going to do some sort of eel vehicle, Cobra eel vehicle with it. But man, yeah, I really like this. $40. I think it's worth it. Might be a little bit, you know, with times being tight for a lot of people. $40 is a lot to drop on a vehicle when, you know, there might be other stuff that you want. But man, I wouldn't pass this one up. Quite honestly, it's very, very sturdy, very durable, very playable. I think this is going to be something that you're going to want in your collection just to have to play with, because I think it's a fantastic vehicle. I really dig it, and so we'll see how it comes out as a custom here, hopefully pretty soon, because I'm gonna mask off the glass so I don't get primer on the glass, and then I'm gonna take it apart because it does have some screws on the bottom, so it shouldn't be too hard to take apart, and then primer it and then start painting it. Again, just kind of worried about some paint rubs and the yellow joints on the legs, but that's about it. I think the rest of it will take paint and primer just fine, and then not worry about paint rubs in the black areas because I planned on keeping those black anyway. So if the primer rubs out, not too worried about it. I think that's about all I got for you on this particular one. As always, please do that fun social media stuff. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you've picked this one up or any of the other Avatar vehicles or figures, and what you think of them. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.